Hello, grade 10. Welcome back to our English class. This is Mom Fanny Luna, your MDL English teacher. We are now on week 4 of quarter 1. And for this week's episode, we have the lesson title, Sources of Information, Accessibility, and Effectiveness. For the most essential learning competency, you are expected to compare and contrast the contents of the materials viewed with outside sources of information in terms of accessibility and effectiveness. When we say sources of information, these include documents, key people, books, and so forth that can provide useful information about the matter being studied. It is very important for us to know the accessibility and effectiveness of information. According to UNCRPD, or the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, accessible information is understood as information provided in formats that allow every user and learner to access content on an equal basis with others. Moreover, accessible information is ideally information that allows all users and learners to easily orient themselves within the content. It can be effectively perceived and understood by different perception channels such as using eyes and/or ears and/or fingers. To sum it up, accessibility is about ensuring people with disabilities and/or special needs have access on an equal basis as everyone else. We have 4 different kinds of accessibility. The first one is text accessibility. When we say text accessibility, it refers to the arrangement of words for them to be easily accessed. Somehow, they have been arranged alphabetically. Second kind of accessibility is what we call image accessibility. It provides additional information about the text or concept using photos and images. Third kind of accessibility is what we call audio accessibility. This provides additional information through listening skills. Last kind of accessibility is what we call video accessibility. And this provides additional information through listening and viewing skills with the use of audio and visual materials. On the other hand, when we say effectiveness of the information, this refers to the degree of being able to achieve the desired result based on their objective or purpose. Aside from the primary sources, secondary sources, and tertiary sources of information, we have the so-called specific information sources. First in line is what we call the scholarly articles. These are published in scholarly journals and are sometimes called peer-reviewed articles. The articles are means for a scholar to communicate with other scholars in the field about his or her research. They are often reviewed by peers in the field in order to ensure that the article is relevant and accurate. Number 2 specific information source is what we call a book. We are very much familiar with the book. It is a number of pieces of paper, usually with words printed on them, which are fastened together and fixed inside the cover of stronger paper or cardboard. Books contain information, stories, or poetry. Another specific information source is what we call government documents. These are publications of government agencies, whether local, state, national, or international. The content of documents reflects the missions of the agencies which publish them. For example, protecting the environment, promoting healthy living, controlling crime, setting foreign policy, passing laws, and interpreting laws. Government documents may be books, periodicals, maps, charts, forms, pictures, or even videotapes. Another specific information source is what we call the newspaper and magazine articles, which are known as popular rather than scholarly sources. They are written for a general audience. They can be great sources of information on current and past events, social issues, editorials and opinions, popular culture, and much more. To finalize the list of specific information sources, we have the reference materials. These are various sources that provide background information or quick facts on any given topic. While there are many different types of resources, here are a few: almanacs, atlases, bibliographies, biographical resources, dictionaries, encyclopedias, both general and by subject, handbooks, indices, statistics, and citation guides. Here are the references used in making this video lesson. This is your MDL English teacher, Ma'am Fanny M. Luna, signing off. Happy learning. Keep safe, everyone.